So, thanks. So today we're going to make a raw key lime pie, and I just made it last week for the first time. I like to be honest. You know, it's okay. I'm a chef, right? Why not? But I don't make pies. I'm making cookies. But it turned out really good. It was awesome. Yeah. So what we're going to start with are some pecans, and there's 2 cups of pecans. And of course, you can soak these ahead of time and dehydrate them if you have the time and you really want all the enzymes to be released and the inhibitors to go away. But these are dry, so we're going to put these in the food processor and grind these up with some sea salt. So I have a little cheat sheet here, so I do like 3 pinches of sea salt. And anytime I go to make something, I always look at the web first and see kind of what recipes are out there, and then I make it my own. One person I really like is, I'll spell it for you. Some of you might already know. I don't even know how to say it. I think it's like Nuveau. It's Nouveau. Nuevo. See? Nuveau. Right. So it's those letters. So it's Nouveau raw.com. Her name's Amy Sue, does amazing stuff. I thought, let me go to the website today so I could tell you what it was, because I never know how to spell it either. And I said, let me look up a key lime pie. Well, she is over the top, and everything's free. So she had her key lime pie there. Of course, there's a delicious coconut topping, and it's just amazing. And so I wanted to print this out so you can see how just like gourmet she gets. But she had like 50 pies. She has crackers, cakes, whatever you want. So it's all free on her website. All right, so here we go. We're going to blend up some pecans. Oh yeah, grind them up to a flour. If you grind the nuts too much, you're going to release the oils from the fiber, and you don't want a oily crust. Does anybody make raw pies or cakes at home now? No? Oh, good. All right. This will be fun. Yeah, I hardly ever make it, maybe for like a holiday or something. This is the first food processor we started out with Chunky Dunkies. This is what we used to use. Now we use a 16 cup. That's it. So we have to get a bigger machine of commercial food processor too. I like to do the dates separately because I really want them to grind up. So we're going to add 5 to 6 dates depending on your size, of course pitted. And I soak these maybe like 15 minutes, half hour ahead of time. What else are we going to put in there? We're going to put some maple syrup. You can put any kind of sweetener you want. You can put coconut nectar. I don't know if you guys use agave. You can use that. You can use honey. You can use stevia. I'm choosing maple. So I think everybody likes maple. Anybody not like maple? No? Okay, good. So let's see. I said 2 tablespoons. So there's 1, and there's 2. Vanilla, non-alcohol vanilla. Does anybody use that? Frontier usually sells it. It's vegetable glycerin with vanilla bean. I make my own. It's delicious. Very easy to make. So I use, let's see, how much of that? We're going to do a tablespoon of that. And a little bit of bean in there. We use pure vanilla beans in our cookies. Yeah, for 3 months. Very expensive stuff. Yeah, a gallon of that is like $250. And that's wholesale. I know, it's crazy. Okay. Yeah, right, it is. Coconut butter, we also make ourselves. You take fine coconut shreds, of course organic, and you blend it and blend it and blend it for maybe 10 to 20 minutes, depending on the coconut and the temperature of it. And it'll turn out to be coconut butter. How awesome is that? And then you can add flavors to this. You can add vanilla, whatever you want, chocolate, make it really yummy. So Sure. It's dried coconut, and you want to use the finest shred. So for this one, we had medium, so you could see it's a little grainy, a little choppy. If you use like not a powder, but a step up from that, it'll be real creamy. And that's it. Dried coconut in your food processor. Blend it for 10 to 20 minutes. I know, I didn't know that either. The one I used here is a medium shred, and you could still see it in there. If you use a piece smaller than that, it'll be creamy. No. You can use as much as you want. I think we started with maybe, for this, the recipe. I thought you meant to make it. But interesting, I think we used maybe 6, 7 cups, and we had 3 jars. And this stuff's expensive, right? Yeah. That right there is worth this. Worth the money you paid for the class, huh? You know what I said? When I went to chef school, it was like $25,000. And I'll teach you what they showed me. There was a trick with the food processor. After you empty everything out, you put the blade back in, you put the lid back on, turn it on, cleans everything. That way, because you don't want to have all your ingredients on the blade and all your ingredients and take everything off. So that was like perfect because everything was on the bowl because I whipped it again. I'll show you what I mean. That was like worth the tuition right there. All right, so 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon of coconut butter. And you can use coconut oil. I like coconut butter because it's creamier. And I'm also going to use some vanilla stevia. I like to use stevia because it really picks it up. If I didn't use stevia, I'd probably use more maple or more dates. I want it a little sweeter, and stevia does it for me, and I like the vanilla flavor. So I have the sweet leaf vanilla stevia. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops. This is sweet leaf. And we're going to put a little splash of cinnamon. Tiny bit of cinnamon. I could have put this right into the nuts. And actually, I just learned this today when I was looking up Annie Sue's recipe. She used cinnamon in her crust. I said, that's a great idea. All right, so we got everything in there. We're going to blend this up. And it'll break up a little bit. I'm going to add coconut to it, and it'll break up more.